We'll have a choice out here, the 210 and or the 5. I also know that TOC, if we were going to stay on the 210, TOC is our technical people. We might have to start switching up some mountaintops. But right now, still continuing, now in the emergency lane, speeds in the triple digits. This car really moving out. California Highway Patrol doing what they can to keep the public safe. Well, you know, lack of traffic, that's one of those plus and minuses. Like you said, it's giving this person that ability to go a lot faster. Also, the people that are driving, they're not expecting somebody to come up on them that quickly and or change lanes in front of them that quickly. So this is makes it a little bit more dangerous for the public. California Highway Patrol, they are still, I believe they are still in the background there, at least trying to warn the public, but that vehicle is still moving along at a very, very quick clip. I know the helicopter is still here following it, and of course Skyfox is going to keep an eye on it as well. But you know what, when I did that wide shot, I did not see any of those California Highway Patrol vehicles, so maybe they have backed off, giving this
officers there starting all of this, and then this vehicle making its way eastbound on the 118, now over the 405, now going towards the 210, as you see. So clearly eastbound, and yeah, look at the speed there, Stu.
Definitely, and I'm sorry about that. I thought you guys were seeing the same thing I was. My bad, my bad. But yeah, you can see it, and this is not the carpool lane. Now we're getting back over into actual traffic lanes. That was the emergency lane for the most of it. And these triple digits, at one point I looked up, and it could be a little bit of an error. Don't get me wrong, we're not perfect, but it was coming up to 118 miles an hour. Now, I would venture to say that 115, 120, probably the limiter on a car like that. And again, that's just a factory thing. So right now, still moving along. California Highway Patrol behind it the best they can. They are being safe. That's one of the reasons why they're a little bit farther behind. Again, though, the biggest fear for us watching right now, somebody getting hurt, be it that driver and or an innocent person. Look how fast he's passing these other vehicles. And then when he does those little maneuvers where he cuts somebody off, one tiny mistake, and that could be devastating. Right now, back in that emergency lane, I always say it, and I really mean it, anytime I even go through a gore point, I wind up with nails in my tire. I'm always amazed at how these guys can drive for miles and never have any problems with their tires. But continuing on right now through that on the emergency lane, we're picking up. We are on the 210. We're going to start getting into the La Cañada area. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to keep a signal up, because it's going to be one of those spots where our microwave signal might be having a problem. But right now, though, we're keeping an eye on this pursuit. California Highway Patrol chasing them. Originally started in Simi Valley. I do know Simi Valley deputies originally were in pursuit, and then they handed off to California Highway Patrol. Again, the original want, unknown to me at this time.
Well, actually, we're finding out some information according to the CHP West Valley scanner that the original want may have been theft.
It's still
at this point,
here?
Yeah, but we're not sure. Obviously, unconfirmed, and information changes moment to moment as we watch and follow something like this occurring. But it's really the speeds that are dangerous at this point. Araxia pointed out Friday light, but soon, you're going to be dealing with more Friday traffic as conditions change out there on the roads.
Well, you know, the 210 is traditionally kind of one of those freeways. It's like if you live in the valley, it's kind of that secret way around things. Yeah, you're going to put a little more miles on your car, but you're not going to sit in traffic for the most part. So this is going to be pretty much wide open. Now, it depends upon where he winds up, or she. If we take the two...
Uh-oh. All right, it looks like we lost signal there with Stu for a moment. We'll try to work on that as we watch this. There you see indicating where we are exactly, the 210 East and exit 11 there at Sunland Boulevard, Tahunga.
That's fine.
There you are, Stu. Okay, so we're seeing this vehicle just continue to drive erratically, pick up speeds, going very, very fast, weaving in and out of traffic. Obviously, the people who are on the road have no idea what's going on, and that's always very nerve-wracking and dangerous to see.
Definitely, and again, this is continuous. We've been climbing uphill right now, making our way. We're behind Mount Lee, and you can see that vehicle still continuing on. I wonder if that was a California Highway Patrol that he passed right there. It's just one of those ones where you just kind of wonder, what is the point? I always kind of think to myself, why is this person running? You know, they're not going to get away. If it's an emotional thing, maybe this is getting something out of their system, but you're putting so many people at risk. Anybody you're passing at those high speeds, and then of course, you know, yourself behind the wheel. I understand that there's a little bit of a helicopter swap right now. We actually have a sheriff's ship over it. We are in La Cañada. Maybe they made their way over here knowing this was coming their direction. But those speeds and how this person passing everybody out here in the La Cañada Tahunga area, it's a little nerve-wracking. And then those lane changes, they've been kind of sweeping right now. Like you said, a little bit Friday light. He's got those opportunities to make those kind of wide turns. But sometimes he gets into those traffic situations, and even at those high speeds, makes those abrupt turns. I'm worried about this vehicle colliding with somebody else on the roadway. Everybody else doing the speed limit. This person doing almost double the speed limit.
Yeah, anytime you see a car driving like that, whizzing by you, you kind of wonder, you know, what the situation is. I know I take pause and wonder if it's a pursuit going by, but clearly that's the situation here. If you're driving along this freeway and you're seeing this car going by at triple digits in terms of how fast it's speeding by, really dangerous. And obviously we're having trouble with the signal right there, but we are staying on top of this pursuit of this dark SUV that started in the Simi Valley area.
And with that, we're at the 11 o'clock mark of Good Day LA Plus, GDLA Plus, and we welcome all of you. We are watching this pursuit. We began watching this towards the end of the 10 o'clock hour. Stu up in Skyfox over the scene right now. There you see it on the 210 East, passing exit 17, La Crescenta there. Obviously, this vehicle we hear is a theft suspect, wanted for some kind of a theft issue. You see how dangerous this individual is as he or she makes his or her way down the freeway there.
Oh my gosh.
Very close to so many vehicles. I know, it is really nerve-wracking, just complete disregard for any rules and laws and other people's safety at this point. So Stu, pick it up from there and tell us what else you see happening down below. We don't see the black and white vehicles or any CHP from this vantage point, but obviously they're giving this person some space because this is where it gets very dangerous, when they feel as though they have nothing to lose.
You know, I'm trying to. Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
I don't want to show that on television. Yes. Oh no!
Oh wow!
No, no, no! This is good. This is one of those ones where I don't even want to push in on that.
No.
I think the driver was ejected on that collision right there. We're going to need a moment or two to actually find out exactly what happened, but definitely collided with that pickup truck. And this is what I was talking about the whole time. That type of collision. You know, if what I saw is what I saw, which I hope it's not, this has come to a very tragic ending. You can see the California Highway Patrol. I want to push in, but I don't want to put anything on air that would be offensive or, that we don't want to see. But you can see California Highway Patrol still kind of close by. Maybe that was just the airbag that I saw floating around on the outside of that vehicle when that collision happened. But it definitely looked like it definitely hit on the driver's side. There is no doubt about that. And, of course, it ripped open the side of that car. California Highway Patrol making their way over there right now. I'm looking for some kind of acknowledgement if I can push in a little closer, if I should stay wide. It looks like they are taking the person out of the vehicle right now, but that condition I can't say because we can't see it. But this pursuit coming to a very tragic end out here. We're in the Pasadena area, technically 210 right by the exit 19, which I think might actually be the 2. But these are the ones that it saddens me to see that type of incident happen out there. And of course, this person probably very injured, and this pursuit coming to an end out here with a tragic collision on the 210.
That was a violent end.
Miles an hour.
That was a violent end to that pursuit, and you can see all the black and white, patrol cars. They have the freeway pretty much blocked at the moment. We saw the driver. The impact seemed to be only on the driver's side of the vehicle, right? And you could see that it just ripped an entire hole through the driver's side of the vehicle and dragging some of the parts of the car along with it. And we don't know what the status of the driver is, but certainly it had to be very, very injured at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, and this is one of the ones where I'm trying to find out more by kind of pushing in to see what happens. But yeah, there's it definitely seems to be that driver definitely bleeding, and in the CHP, one of them, you saw him run over here to the back of that car. He actually they all have paramedic kits in there. They come across these type of accidents all the time. They do know basic and first aid, but that collision with the side of this truck right here, this dump truck, that is solid steel, and and connected with that portion right there, that so that's even angled. It opened that car up like a can opener.
It did.
And hopefully it is that driver will be okay, but right now I would venture to say not okay. Definitely not okay.
We don't want to zoom in too tightly on that car right now, because you can see it is quite the bloody scene.
What a tragic and violent ending to this, and we want to apologize too. If anyone saw what exactly happened,
this is a replay of the accident right now.
Right there.
It is really horrific to watch this, and
yes,
you could see the vehicle was speeding so fast it went out of control. It was trying to veer around that orange truck, and that's how the collision happened, so violently and so quickly, because of the speed, and that's why you said it pried it open like a can opener. That edge of the orange truck just opening up that SUV like that so quickly and violently. So it really is a tragic scene right there. As you mentioned, everything is on lockdown, stopped, all lanes of traffic on that side of the 210. Completely stopped.
You can see the backup already beginning.
The backup continuing all along that area. So
when you're going at a speed like that, it's very easy there to lose control, and obviously that's exactly what happened. And that driver in that giant semi has no clue, obviously, what was transpiring and what happened. They were just going on their way, and they had no idea that this had just taken place. But that individual driving just was not able to in time veer away, and there you saw that very violent scene take place.
Do we know, Stu, how fast the driver was going when the collision happened?
I would venture to say, because he was in those triple digits that entire time, is definitely going to be that kind of number. That dump truck that looks like a city truck, I venture to say probably was going about 55. So it's kind of simple math. He basically hit the back of that truck, or skimmed the back of that truck at about 50 miles an hour, and most of that impact was right there on the driver's side. Definitely that driver very injured right now. Officers from California Highway Patrol doing a first aid to the victim. I know there has been a call for a fire truck to arrive out here in an ambulance, but it's going to be more than a few minutes, especially with that traffic backed up, and how are they going to make their way over here. So it's going to be a few minutes before we start seeing the paramedics come. But like you said, all lanes right now on that eastbound 210 shut down, and that backup already building very quickly. A lot of these folks might have an opportunity to get off or make their way on an off ramp, but some of them are going to be here for the duration. California Highway Patrol, they may have to open some lanes just to get the fire trucks in here. That might relieve some of the pressure, but that ending is just one of those ones. It's tragic, and I mean, the word hate is what it is, but it's one of those things you just never want to see with anybody. That person possibly losing their life this afternoon.